this goal commitment. Second, the act of setting and prioritizing your goals. Third, how to shake old paradigms loose that keep batting your goal down. And finally, the fourth process, implementation and execution. All right, let's dig right into this first process, why and how you're making this goal commitment. Now, one note, as I list these 13 points, understand I've put them in a timeline order of usual goal-setting processes. I believe the number one reason why people don't achieve their goals is much further down this list. So let's follow the process all the way through. Number one, you begin to ask yourself why in the world you're even bothering to set these goals. It's a question you ask yourself more frequently as you begin to struggle with your goal. Stop asking why. You're supposed to set goals. Dissatisfaction with your life is a healthy, creative state of mind. We're designed to be discontent. Constructive discontent is the very heart of motivation. In fact, one of the most dynamic laws of life is the law of creation and disintegration. Every expression of life is moving in one direction or another. Absolutely nothing will remain as it is. You are either improving the quality of your life or you are taking away from it. The choice is yours. It is a decision only you can make. To make no decision is to make a decision. To live a creative life, goals are essential. When you become sufficiently dissatisfied with your life as it is, you will begin to think of ways to improve it. You will decide on a goal. As I tell people in my seminars, dissatisfaction has given us cars, trains, and planes. It has taken us out of the cave and put us in the condominium. You would still be illuminating your home with a wax candle if Thomas Edison had not experienced a healthy dissatisfaction with the candle. Begin to think of how you are living and what you are doing relative to what you are capable of with the potential you possess. Keep thinking this way, and you can be sure that dissatisfaction will set in, if it hasn't come to roost already. As Abraham Maslow once pointed out, if you plan on being anything less than you are capable of being, you will probably be unhappy all the days of your life. I read a great line once that said, in the absence of clearly defined goals, we become strangely loyal to performing daily acts of trivia. Goal achievers aren't embroiled in daily acts of trivia. They're interesting people. They are productive people. A goal achiever frequently accomplishes more with his or her life in 1 year than most people do in a lifetime. That's certainly how I want to live. It makes every experience so much more refreshing. You too are a perfect expression of an infinite power, just as you are right now. For you, all things are possible. Once you become aware of this fact, interesting things begin to happen. Every aspect of your life is a mere reflection of your own level of awareness. Your improved results are always the expression of a higher degree of conscious awareness. A proper goal, then, will provide you with the necessary incentive to grow in awareness. Here's the second reason of why goals fail. This, too, is part of the first process. Why and how you're making this goal commitment. Number two, your personal values don't support the goal. When you set goals without considering your values framework, you'll either struggle endlessly to attain the goal, or you will actually end up with a goal that satisfies your want, but somehow has you feeling not quite right about it. Value versus goal conflict is one of the most common reasons why people do not take action on their goals. As an example, you might set a goal to have more money, and an opportunity presents itself to steal a respectable sum, where you know you would probably never get caught. Unless you're completely without conscience, and I don't believe anyone truly is, you might find it a highly detrimental path to embark on in order to reach that goal. On what I hope is a more everyday example, consider what you would and wouldn't do to take over the presidency of the company you're currently working for. How you see yourself moving into a position that is currently occupied has a great deal to do with your value set. Whether or not you want the position. You might not want to travel 3 days a week or personally report to a demanding board.